All right, welcome to the shop, everyone. We're trying some new camera angles today. It's the two-stroke turbo channel, if you haven't figured it out. And there goes my camera shy shop dog, Stella. So what are we working on today? You're seeing my pretty face here. I'm gonna unplug that fan that's making noise. And we got a whole bunch of cars to work on. This whole yard behind me. I just keep pulling them out and working on them. Today we got something a little special, but a little common. What is that? Can you tell what that is? It's an old Wabbit diesel, if you're not familiar. Wabbit or Volkswagen made diesels back in the late 70s, early 80s, and this one is pretty familiar to the channel. It's been on a few times. You guys love it. I'm kind of tired of filming it, but customer keeps bringing it back for service about every 6 months, and here we are. So today we're going to do some work on this old Wabbit diesel and keep it working into the next century or further. Probably live beyond all our means. I don't know. We'll see. You got me nervous here looking at my face flapping here. My lips are flapping like crazy, so I'm a little disoriented. Let's get to work. All right, so we're in the shop now. We're going to take a look at this Wabbit diesel, but first of all, we got to have a little talk from our sponsor. This is Stella, our shop dog. Somewhat camera shy, but the cutest thing, except for when she's aloof, checking out the squirrels. So let's pan this thing around. We are working on this 1980 Wabbit diesel. You never see these anymore, ever. Let's get into it. All right, so what do we got here? We got a 1980 Wabbit diesel. This car is a one owner. It is a unicorn. One owner. The guy bought it brand new, and he still daily drives it every day. It's his favorite car, and he has a few to choose from. It's an older gentleman, and he really likes this thing, and apparently likes me working on it, because he never says I do a bad job, but he just thinks I can handle it. I guess I can. So the car is a little dirty. It is well worn. Let me beware. I want to let you know that it's not a showpiece. Seats pretty well busted down. He uses the back for a truck, or as a truck. He loads all his stuff in there. It's just a good old car. It's not a trailer queen, as I said. It's starting to develop a little bit of rust here. I think this is where there's a pad to keep the window regulator from rattling on the inside of the door, and I think that attracts moisture. That's the only rust on the car, except for the other side, identical. And there may be a little bit of rust here. So let's get into this thing. What are we doing today? I've got a pile of parts. It needs an oil change because he drives it a lot, tie rod ends, air filter, and a fan belt. I think we can handle that. Again, this car is old. It has an exterior hood release. I'm going to find the release there. Once I do, I'm going to lift this hood up. There we go. Then I got to reach down here and find the prop rod, which is right there. And we'll put that up in where it belongs there. What are we looking at here? This is quite a powerhouse. It's a 1980 Wabbit diesel, completely mechanical, no electronics other than maybe a idle shut-off solenoid or fuel shut-off solenoid for the pump. Everything is mechanical. So mechanical injectors, mechanical fuel pump, mechanical, there's no electronics, no turbo, no nothing. Naturally aspirated. In fact, mechanical clutch, no hydraulics there either. Really a simple little car. I mean, if there's a worldwide electronic pulse that knocks out all our power, this car will probably still be driving, which is kind of neat. Has a vacuum pump to assist the vacuum brakes where the distributor would be on a gas model. Just a neat car. Everything is accessible. You can adjust the valves, you can replace the timing belt, you can change the oil, you can replace the injector pump, flush the injectors, whatever you need to do, it's all right there for you. We have the original 13-inch wheels, disc brakes in the front, drums in the rear. Here is the other window regulator pad that is sort of rusting through the door, which is a bummer. That's the only blemish on the car, except for maybe there. It looks like some water's gotten in there too. Again, this is a daily driver today. he loves this car, and I think I do as well. Okay, as I'm getting to work on this little Wabbit diesel, you can see my dog Stella is curled up in her little bed there, happy as can be. And what are we doing? Oh yeah, I think I said tie rod ends. We're doing ball joints. This is an original car. Maybe I said that, maybe I didn't. I can't remember. 640,000 miles. A little more rust than I thought, but still hanging in there. I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. How many of you guys have driven your car 640,000 miles over 50 years, 80 to almost 50 years? Whew, that's a long time. Let's take a look. We got a new muffler on here, new pipe. We're good. This thing's going to go another 400,000 miles. This is going to be a 1,000,000-mile car. Stella? Are you a 1,000,000-mile dog?